The spotlight effect. Most people are not watching you as much as you think. And this is not an opinion. It is a psychological phenomenon called the spotlight effect. The spotlight effect describes the tendency to believe that other people notice us, judge us, and remember our mistakes much more than they actually do. In simple words, you feel like you are standing under a spotlight, but in reality, most people are busy standing under their own. Think about it. You walk into a room and you feel like everyone noticed your hair, your clothes, your body, your posture, your voice, your mistake, your insecurity. You post a video online and immediately think, what if people judge me? What if I look awkward? What if I say something wrong? What if someone laughs at me? But here is the truth. Most people are thinking the exact same thing about themselves. They are not analyzing you as deeply as you analyze yourself. Your brain is designed to protect you from social rejection. For thousands of years, being accepted by the group meant survival. So your nervous system became extremely sensitive to social signals. Facial expressions, tone of voice, silence, reactions, attention. The problem is that today, this ancient survival mechanism can become exaggerated. You may feel judged even when nobody is judging you. You may feel observed even when nobody is really paying attention. You may feel embarrassed about something people will forget in 5 seconds. This is why the spotlight effect can block your growth. It can stop you from posting your first video. It can stop you from speaking in public. It can stop you from training in the gym. It can stop you from showing your progress. It can stop you from expressing your personality. And the strange thing is this: the people you fear are judging you, are often too focused on their own insecurities to judge yours. This is powerful because once you understand it, you become freer. You realize that one imperfect video is not the end of the world. One awkward moment does not define your identity. One mistake does not destroy your reputation. One bad repetition, one bad photo, one bad sentence, one bad attempt is not as important as your brain makes it feel. Your mind magnifies the event. Reality usually does not. And this matters deeply in fitness, in business, in communication, and in personal growth, because every transformation requires exposure. You must expose yourself to discomfort. You must expose yourself to being seen. You must expose yourself to the possibility of not being perfect. A person who trains consistently learns this physically. At the beginning, you may feel watched in the gym. You may feel clumsy. You may feel weak. You may compare yourself to everyone. But over time, your brain adapts. You realize people are not focused on you. They are focused on their own workout, their own body, their own progress, their own insecurities. And that realization gives you mental freedom. The same happens online. When you start creating content, the spotlight effect becomes stronger. You think every word must be perfect, every angle must be perfect, every caption must be perfect, every opinion must be impossible to criticize. But perfection is often fear wearing a professional mask. The truth is that growth comes from repetition, not from hiding. The more you expose yourself to action, the more your brain learns, I can survive being seen. I can survive being imperfect. I can survive feedback. I can survive judgment. I can continue anyway. That is how confidence is built, not by waiting until fear disappears, but by acting while fear is present. The spotlight effect loses power when you collect evidence that nothing terrible happens. You post once, you survive. You speak once, you survive. You try once, you survive. You fail once, you survive. And slowly your nervous system updates its prediction. The brain starts to understand, maybe I am not under attack. Maybe people are not watching me that much. Maybe I am allowed to exist without being perfect. This is why awareness of the spotlight effect can change your behavior. It reminds you that your internal fear is often louder than external reality. So the next time you feel embarrassed, judged, or overly observed, ask yourself, are people really paying this much attention? Is my brain putting me under an imaginary spotlight? Because most of the time the spotlight is not outside you, it is inside your mind. And when you understand that, you can start moving differently. You can train with more freedom, you can speak with more confidence. You can create content with more courage, you can show up without needing to be perfect. Remember this, people will notice your courage more than your imperfections. And even if they judge you, their judgment lasts seconds, but your regret for not trying can last years. So step out of the imaginary spotlight, move, create, speak, train, share, improve, because your life becomes bigger the moment you stop shrinking under the fear of being seen.